One journey, one pursuit, 8 weeks. Our mission is to spread kindness one random act at a time. We believe that a single kind act has a ripple effect that can reach out to the entire world. Hi, and welcome to ARK Project Now.
Florida was such an awesome time. We had so much fun. We made some lifelong friends, got to hear some unforgettable stories, and really took part in some once-in-a-lifetime opportunities while we were there.
Yeah, so we had 4 major stops. The first one was in Gainesville, Florida at University of Florida. Then we worked our way down to Orlando at UCF, and then USF in Tampa. Then we finally finished up at Tallahassee, Florida State University. Okay, so since Florida went by so fast and there was things happening left and right, we decided to take all of Florida and combine it into one episode.
So to start things off, we did a couple small events that we learned are a great way to meet people and get them engaged in what we're doing. And the first one is called Take What You Need, Give What You Can.
First thing we're gonna do is this board called Take What You Need, Give What You Can.
So we did this one time in San Diego on the boardwalk where it was really crowded and everyone got super into it, and the money like quadrupled in a matter of 2 hours. But we've never done it on a college campus, so I have no idea what to expect here, because I feel like for the most part college students don't have money, but they're not necessarily poor, they're not necessarily in need. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully some people actually need some money and will take it. Predictions, how do you think this is gonna go?
I have no idea because we've never done this on a college campus. My guess is nothing will happen for the first 10 minutes and then it will only double.
Well, students are inherently random, so this is gonna be tough to predict. I'm gonna go with generous people. The board triples at least.
I want to be optimistic with this, but I'm a little hesitant. I think people are gonna just walk by and stare at it, and then hopefully someone who is about to eat lunch grabs all of it and has a very great meal.
This way.
Not even close.
There's no way that's sticking on there.
This might be slightly irrelevant, but we're having way too difficult of a time trying to get the board in an effective place.
And so we found out that putting a board full of money on the ground doesn't really get people's attention.
So we snagged a chair, put the board on that, and that seemed to get people to notice it. The money board went really well.
Yeah, a lot of people participated, a lot of people took some money, left some money, and in the end, the amount tripled from the original.
And we decided to do something special with that money. Conveniently, beside us, there were people selling roses for Valentine's Day, so we tried to do our infamous put pocketing with roses.
So we ended up not being very good at it, but we met this girl who honestly was a champ and did it on her very first try.
She was like, and then she cradled it and left. While all of this was happening, we were in contact with this little boy that wanted to meet us. His name is Grant Sims. He's 19 years old and he just spent 3 months in Uganda working at an orphanage.
We got to meet him, got to hang out, and we quickly became friends. And after spending time with us, he's like, all right guys, I need to be on the road with you, but I only have $30 to my name. Can I still come? And we're like, well, that's more than we all have combined. So of course you could come. That's plenty of money. And here he is.
I can't believe that he said I was a little boy. Why I wanted to come, ever since I got back, I've always wanted to have this kind of like adventure where like there's not an agenda, there's like no money. It sounds crazy and it sounds weird. I want to be able to tell stories to my grandkids and like these crazy things that we did when I was younger.
This is the worst way to ever do anything. Desperate times call for cooking a hot dog openly over your stove.
With a pocket knife.
That's the ticket.
So far we've been to University of Florida, University of Central Florida, and up next was University of South Florida in Tampa.
And going into Tampa, we honestly could not have been more excited, but there's something that was slowly creeping up on us. We realized we had no money. The funds we raised for this trip were quickly fading away.
Tampa right now, which is a big city, but we're an hour west of Orlando.
Okay. That is crazy. You guys haven't had any breakthroughs with the money thing yet.
Nope.
We literally are the poorest. Like, it's insane how little money we have right now.
5 weeks into the trip, with 3 left, we've never seen our bank account that low. But despite our current financial situation, we still had a mission and had to move forward.
Thank you for calling Brookdale Carrollwood. This is Jan. How may I help you?
Hey, my name's Alex. I run a nonprofit called ARK Project, and we do acts of random kindness. We were wondering if we could stop by tomorrow and maybe do like a quick Valentine's Day event, maybe like handing out roses or cards or something like that.
Hold on a
Okay.
minute. Decision for all the places you'd like. Yes, you may come by and hand out roses.
Okay, is there a time that works better for you guys?
1 second. With formerly an American community. Whenever you're available, you can come.
Okay,
Okay.
I guess roughly how many people would be there?
Okay, just a minute.
We got that 80-year-old intern. So it is February 14th, that is Valentine's Day. We're at a senior assisted living center and we're gonna hand out some flowers.
I'm getting a Valentine.
He's good with women. Have you gotten a flower?
That was awesome.
That was so cool.
Dude, I got so many Valentines.
We were having a great time and we're set out to Tallahassee, but we couldn't shake the fact that our funding was nearly gone.
This is great. If you listen carefully, you can hear the thunder from the lightning strikes in the area. We parked 5 minutes ago, and 4 minutes ago, I got a call from one of my bosses. I'm a contractor for a motivational speaking company, and he called me, and he was like, "I've got books that I need to take from Tampa to Mobile, and we can pay you guys like $400 or $500." And we just parked.
We have almost no money. Like, we have never had this low of a bank account before. So we are like strapped for cash and we need it. So we just drove from Tampa, but we might have to go right back to Tampa to do a contracting job just to get money for this.
Basically another 8 hours.
So that's 4 hours back to Tampa.
And then another
And then
8
probably
to Mobile.
8 to Mobile, and then another hour and a half
then-
over to Tuscaloosa.
No, it's another 3 hours to Tuscaloosa.
Oh my gosh.
But we couldn't complain and we were thankful. So we went back down to Tampa, did our job, and then went over to Florida State University. That's when we came across one of the most impactful stories we've ever heard.
Shots fired. Headquarters, shots fired. Shots fired. What's your 20? Headquarters, shots fired.
On November 20th, 2014, there was a shooting on Florida State's campus just outside the library that injured 3 students. The first to be shot and the one who suffered the worst injuries was Ronnie Ahmed.
Ronnie was tragically shot and paralyzed from the waist down, so he's subject to a wheelchair. After hearing this, we got into contact with his family to see if there's anything we could do for him. The problem was we had already been on campus for 3 days, and we only had 2 days left. After some research, we were put in contact with Ronnie's caretaker, who put us in touch with Ronnie's mom.
And when we asked his mom what the #1 need Ronnie had it was for his bathroom to be wheelchair accessible. And we thought we need to jump on that. That's something that we need to help him with.
But the problem was we're only going to be in town for 2 more days.
Oh, and by the way, we were told the renovation's gonna cost like $5,000. So basically we're calling Home Depot to try and see if there's any way they know any contractors in the area. What we're wanting to do is we're wanting to get in contact with some contractors. The biggest need that they have is they need his bathroom to be wheelchair accessible.
Because we had such a lack of time, we knew we had to get creative and reach out to every possible outlet to make this happen.
So after an afternoon of reaching out to dozens of people, making connections, we felt the best way to raise the money for Ronnie was to do a crowdfunding campaign to share it to as many people as we possibly could.
So we put it all together, and we even had the opportunity to speak with FSU's student council.
So now, please welcome to the front the ARK Project Now, which stands for Acts of Random Kindness.
As some of you may know, maybe all of you, there was a shooting here in 2014. One of the students' name was Ronnie Ahmed, and we've gotten in contact with this family. And what we're asking of you guys, because we know that your influence to the undergrads is like more than anyone else.
I'm going to change the wording on this and say it like, just be like, this is one of the biggest projects we've ever worked on. So we have less than 2 days to make this thing happen, to raise $5,000 for this project. And we just launched the website, and literally the website just shut down. It's not working right now. So
we had 2 donations.
2 donations, yeah.
And then it just shut down. So it's crunch time and the website's not even available.
There's a million people we sent this to.
Fortunately, when we woke up the next day, the website was up and we knew it was crunch time.
Now, we knew this was our only day to hit it hard and raise all the funding before we met Ronnie tomorrow.
And on our way to campus, we passed by this billboard that said Saks Media, which is a marketing company, and we decided to give them a call.
Tennessee Democrat, William speaking.
Hi, William. It's Emily with Saks Media. How are you?
Hello, just fine.
Good, good. I have you on speaker right now with the guys from the ARK Project. I just wanted to connect you guys.
Oh, very cool. Well, you guys did a fabulous job of putting together the pieces, and I think we're good to go. We are in fact prepping things to get it online, give it the social push, and sending it down for the print edition. So I think we are totally covered. We've got a photo of Ronnie that we're going to pull from our archives, the mug shot, and we're set.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Saks Media put it on blast. They donated to the campaign, they shared the story with all of their networks, and they even got the story featured in the local Tallahassee newspaper.
We haven't even had the GoFundMe up for like a day, and we basically are at a halfway mark
there. The plan was to meet up with Ronnie the next morning. The problem was we still had to raise $2,500 in order to surprise him with the good news. So this is our first time seeing the library where the shooting happened. It's actually like a really calm and peaceful place, and a lot of people keeping it quiet around here.
Now it's just a matter of getting everything to happen, getting the money, and it's going to happen eventually. It's just going to be taking the fundraising and all of that, hopefully getting some donors that are willing to do this for Ronnie.
Although we were hopeful, the day was nearly over, and we were meeting up with Ronnie the following morning.
Our goal was to have $5,000 raised by the time we met him, but when we woke up, we were still underfunded $2,000. And then something unexpected happened. So we're like a minute out from meeting Ronnie, and we just raised the $5,000 like
we went over
10 seconds ago.
Oh my god.
I cannot wait to tell him, dude.
Like, look, we even went over.
so the biggest need, $5,000.
ARK Project Now.
It's going good.
Inspiration. How did we just pull it off in 2 days? Spending the morning with Ronnie was absolutely incredible. He was seriously one of the most genuine people we've ever met. And it turns out the dude's an adventurer. Like,
He scuba dives.
he went skydiving in the past to even climb Mount Kilimanjaro. He's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, we learned so much from him, and his life perspective is just highly optimistic. And we were very glad for our time with him and just hearing all the wise things he had to say.
A bad attitude is like a flat tire. You're not going anywhere until you change it. So, you know, I think that's a great point. While it sucks what happened, bad things happen to good people all the time, and you can't stop things from happening. It's all about perspective. You choose how you react to things. You choose how you're going to feel about things. So I decided that even though it sucks, I'm going to get over it, move on, because I know I've seen other people do it.
Wow, that is so incredible, man. Dude, you're gonna bring life to so many people who hear your story.
I hope I can make a difference. You know, that's all I've ever really wanted to do, so.
And then we finally got to break the good news to him. All right, when we first got here and, you know, got to campus, when we heard your story, we're like, all right, what can we do for this guy? Like, you know, it was such a powerful story, but we didn't really know how to help, right? So we reached out to your mom. We asked, you know, what is Ronnie's biggest need? And what she said is to make your bathroom wheelchair accessible, right? Because you have trouble showering. So when we heard that was the need, we're like, all right, man, we gotta make something happen. And so we set up a GoFundMe page, and we talked to a few private contractors. And in the last day,
like right before you got here,
last day we raised $5,000.
Wow.
Which is going to fully cover the cost of the estimate for the remodeling.
That is fantastic. Literally the best news. Oh my God, like I know my mom will be absolutely ecstatic to know that that's finally gonna be taken care of. Before this, I was definitely community service oriented. I honestly can't thank you guys enough for your help.
Dude, it's been such a community effort. It's been so cool to see people be like, oh, Ronnie, of course I'll share. Of course I'll donate.
Wow, oh my God.
You know, we started from scratch, and that's just literally the community and people who know you taking that and spreading it.
This is the perfect example of the power in people. We had just over a day to make this happen, and everyone came together and we were able to pull this off for Ronnie. I mean, he inspired us to never take life for granted and to be as optimistic as possible.
To everyone we met in Florida, thank you so much for everything you did for us, for all the kindness you showed to us. We will be seeing you for sure in the future.
what's up, dude?
So while all of this was happening, we were in contact with this little boy that wanted to meet us. No. Let me go.